but they just don't know. People see me, but they just don't know. Come on, baby, let the good time roll.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is straight out of Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we are back for episode 60 in what will be the final episode of the Miami Marlins franchise here on MLB 13, the show. And this is going to be the final wrap-up, the kind of like final statistics and all that good stuff. And that's pretty much that. So let's get right to it. So we just came off of a 6-game World Series victory over the New York Yankees. We won 4-2. Our back-to-back second World Series in this franchise mode. Our 4th overall in franchise history, and was a very short franchise, but nonetheless, or like a very short franchise for the Marlins, not for us. We went like 5 seasons. It's kind of a lot. So let's view the staff. Okay, so the manager's name is Matt Williams. I always just called him Jimmy Williams, based off of the old Red Sox manager from the late 90s. But whatever. Dave Righetti's our pitching coach. Robin Ventura is our third base coach. Wow, I would have just had him be our manager if I had known that. But whatever. I think Robin Ventura is a okay manager. I don't know. Thought he was whatever. You can make your own opinions based off that. I don't know any of these other guys. Look at that. We have $0.5 million left in available budget. We did get a budget increase, by the way. See, we got 10% to the player salary. So, final standings. This was the standings for this past year. So we won 96 games. I think that was best in the league. Yes, it was. We had the 5th overall team. Our team OBP was kind of low. I thought it would be higher. Maybe this is just playoff. Yeah, this is just playoffs. Because look, they don't have anything. Yeah, I thought our team OBP was higher. We'll go. So these player stats are just for the playoffs, but I'm gonna try advancing to the offseason and see if we can get some of the most recent season stats. But Bogarts led the way with 21 hits in the postseason. He had a pretty good year in the postseason. Giancarlo Stanton hit 365. Never mind. Bogarts did not lead the way. Is there a sort option? Where's the sort column? Okay, well, Everett Cabrera hit 1,000, but Stanton had a really good. He had a really good regular season, as you can see. He hit 308. And then the playoffs, he hit 365, 444, 698. Very good slash line. A lot better against righties, too, which is surprising. But, yeah, you can see he had 48 home runs. He won the MVP. Bogarts had a good postseason as well. Where is on-base percentage? Carpenter only had 6 at-bats. Bogarts had a good one. Yeah, our team OBP was pretty low for the postseason, but it's alright. What about OPS? 681. That's not that good, but team rankings, this is just also playoffs, so I'm not going to go through all. Maybe it's not. Did the White Sox make the playoff? Yeah, I guess they did. Let's see if any MLB records changed hands during our thing. I don't think it did. No. Oh, the Mariano got... Oh, yeah, I guess, because he retired in 2013 in this. But yeah, other than that, no other records changed hands. And achievements... So I guess this is not in just our franchise, but it says we went 92 and 70. Thought we went 96 and whatever. Derek Jeter did get inducted as a Hall of Famer as a member of the Marlins, because we signed him in 2014. We did not play because he was very, very bad at that point. But wow, 10,000 ABs, almost 11,000. It's crazy. So MVP winners, that was Stanton. Home run champions, that was also Stanton. One of those batting champions was Jose Iglesias. I don't know if we threw a no-hitter in this. I feel like we did maybe during the simulation, because I don't think they have 5 no-hitters. I think they only have 3 or... they have a couple. I know Anibal Sanchez threw on 1 point, but... Anyway, and then we won 2 of those World Series, 2 of those league pennants. We won all 3 of those divisions. And we probably had the only 100-win season, I think. I'm not really too sure. We did not make the wild card, I don't think, at all. Yeah, those 2 wildcard appearances were the first 2 World Series that they won in 97 and in 2003. Who's time? I don't think you guys care. Playoff leaders, nothing really to see. Yeah, we'll skip that. And then I already showed you guys the awards in another episode, but Stanton, I guess he won World Series MVP as well as playoff MVP, so that's cool. And then he also won regular MVP, so really good year for Giancarlo Stanton. Good thing I don't have to worry about giving him a contract. I'm pretty sure he's locked up. Not that I'm going to be playing. Yeah, he's locked up on. That's such a steal. If this was... One thing I hope in MLB 14, the show they do is they actually have like real salaries, real budgets. Oh, okay. Dropping my camera. I apologize. Okay, there we go. Apologize. But yeah, one thing I hope they do in MLB 14 the show is that like real budgets, the real tax line, and all that good stuff. Because it's really frustrating that Giancarlo Stanton making $13.5 million in real life, if he's putting up these stats, that would be such a bargain. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, I guess we can take a look at the final roster. So we'll just go position by position. Our 5 starters were the top 4, and then we had Nicolino over Childress because he struggled this year. Yeah, he had a 5.17 ERA. McGill and Workman both had a couple of starts. Childress had a couple of starts. Tejada has not made his debut yet. I don't think any of these other guys have pitched in the big leagues. So maybe Montgomery. Yeah, I think he was with another team though. Yeah, we did not have him in 2015. Although he had 2 strikeouts this year, so I guess he did pitch for us at some point. But I don't think any of these other guys did outside of possibly September call-ups. Joe Denson. We acquired this guy recently. He is very, very good. Final bullpen, Tom Roy. Tommy Hunter ended up in AAA. That's funny. We didn't use a lot of bullpen guys because like we had Workman, McGill, and even at the end we had Nicolino out of the bullpen. And then we also have 2 closers. Jordan Swaggerty was a Rule 5 draft pick, and Luis Gonzalez, who we traded Jorge Soler for. Brantley was already on the team when we started the franchise. He was acquired in the Anibal Sanchez Omar Infante deal. The rest of these guys we acquired at some point outside of possibly, I guess we probably acquired all these guys. I know we signed Rafael Lopez at some point. All these first basemen, I think these are all new guys. Actually, Austin Dean might have been on the team when we started the franchise. I'm not too sure, actually. I don't really think so. But Glenn Sanchez, top first base prospect. Derek Dietrich was on the team when we started this. And then the rest of these guys are new. Montana was a midseason pickup. I don't think any of these guys were on the team when we started this. No, they weren't. Luis Cruz we traded for. Casilla, I think Casilla and Prochet were Rule 5s, weren't they? I think Casilla was a Rule 5. I'm not really too sure. And Bogarts traded for. Glacius had such a good year for us. He hit 349. Check that out. Didn't do too well in the playoffs, but that's alright. I think these are all also new guys not on the team. Jordan Brown was on the team when we started the franchise, as well as probably Smolinski, I think. Center fielders, Coughlin was there. Copeland. Was Copeland there? I think Copeland was there. Actually, I don't know if he was. Gorkis Hernandez was there. I think that's it. We also have Daniel Nava. I always forget about Daniel Nava. In our right field, Azuna was there. We actually lost him at some point, then re-picked him up. Donnie Webb was there. Kyle Jensen was there. And I think that's it for that. So those are the remnants of our MLB roster. And not even just our MLB roster. It's the remnants of people that are still in the organization from the beginning, as well as Giancarlo Stanton. And as well as, gotta go all the way back here, Jacob Turner and Jose Fernandez and Nicolino. I guess we didn't really do that for pitchers. A lot of these pitchers are still here. Like D. Scalfalini was, and Adam Conley and Jose Arena. They were all originally in the organization. I think Mason Opus too. But anyway, that's besides the point. Lineups, you can take a look at the final lineup, I guess. Not that it really matters. I like to keep the lineup pretty consistent throughout for lefties and righties. I just kind of switch up the bottom a little bit. I platooned a lot with Avisail Garcia and Christian Yelich. Final rotation, obviously we used the 4-man rotation for the playoffs. Nicolino was the odd man out. He was okay. He had a bad postseason ERA, but felt like he pitched better than that. Gonzalez was lights out. All that good stuff. Bullpen was pretty good in the playoffs. Pitching rotation was also very good, except for Matt Moore, surprisingly enough, even though he was the big postseason performer last year. Only guy on the DL was Luis Cruz, who only had 2 days left. That's pretty funny. He was out for a while with that dislocated ankle. Don't need to see that. If you guys really want a reference, playing on All-Star for everything, because that's how I roll. That's pretty much that. You can see our player salary was 68.72. Our staff salary was 12.91. We had $0.5 million in budget room. We're projected to have an increase in budget next year, though. It's good. And that's pretty much that. So let's just go to the off season and see if anything else opens up. I don't really care about this. No one retired. Fredo Aceves. Good God. A-Rod finally retired at 42. Sonny Gray? Aww. You're killing. Well, that's not the good version of Sonny Gray. Daisuke finally retired. Jesus. I don't think anything else is going to open up. You can just take a look at it. This is kind of cool to see. So the roster foundation. Chris Coughlin is the oldest, I guess, or longest tenured Marlin, so to say, in the organization at least. And then everyone from this point on outside of some of these guys like Nicolino and Fernandez, because they were like created for the rosters. Everyone from this point on has been acquired at some point throughout the franchise. So that's pretty cool to see. You can just take a look at some of these older guys. Zach Phillips, AJ Ramos still on the team. Pretty funny. That's the Gabby Sanchez trade. That is the Anibal Sanchez trade. Same thing with that. And you can see, look at all these guys we acquired. We made so many moves throughout the year. Didn't make a lot of moves this year. Or this one, 2016. Made a good amount of moves this year because I kind of shook up the roster in the offseason. But anyway, completed transactions. You don't need to see that. Don't need to see that. Hall of Fame inductees: Roy Halladay, Francisco Rodriguez, K-Rod, and A-Rod. Ugh. Then I think the rest, yeah, okay. So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to show you guys. That's kind of the formal wrap up. I wish I could have looked at my records in the past, but anyway, that's gonna do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. I really hope you guys did enjoy this series. I had a lot of fun making it. I'll take a moment here to just reflect on it. I loved playing MLB 13, the show franchise. This is probably the last franchise that I'm gonna be playing in this game. I'm really looking forward to MLB 14, the show. I'm gonna be back and better than ever for that game. But for now, I think I'm just going to continue with the road to the show for MLB 13 and kind of do that for a while. We'll see what happens, though. Anything can pop up. Maybe I'll have a spark to do a franchise at some point. But nonetheless, I think that's pretty much going to do it. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the series throughout. Like I said, it was really fun. Really helped grow the channel. And it was just overall a great series. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. And it doesn't matter. Peace.